I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
Hey everyone, I'm Leanna, this is Brooke, and that's Angie.
And today we're going to be talking about a disease called cystic fibrosis.
Cystic fibrosis is a hereditary disease that can severely affect the respiratory and digestive systems.
A person with cystic fibrosis can do everything a normal person can do. It just takes more energy. On the outside, a person with cystic fibrosis looks like everyone else, but on the inside, their organs are working overtime just to function properly.
In a person with cystic fibrosis, there is a mutation on a gene that makes the protein called cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator, or CFTR. It is responsible for regulating the flow of salts and water in and out of the cells. Let's take a look at the cellular level. Let's take a look at a normal bronchiole. In a normal bronchiole, there is a protein called CFTR, which is a chloride channel. Chloride goes back into the cell via this channel. There is also another channel that exists in the cell, and it's called the sodium channel. So, as sodium comes out of the cell, chloride goes into the cell. Now that we've looked at a normal bronchiole, what happens to the bronchioles of a person with cystic fibrosis? In cystic fibrosis, the CFTR protein, or chloride channel, is either defective or absent. Therefore, the chloride doesn't go back into the cell. It instead gets secreted out into the lumen. The sodium channel is also in cystic fibrosis, so the sodium also gets secreted along with the water.
Now let's take a look at how this affects the bronchioles of the lungs. In a person with healthy bronchioles, the CFTR channels are working properly, resulting in a very thin layer of mucus lining the bronchial membrane.
Here's a demonstration. In healthy lungs, oxygen and carbon dioxide molecules move freely through the airways.
In the bronchioles of a person with cystic fibrosis, the defective CFTR channels cause the sodium ions, chloride ions, and water to combine to form a thick, sticky, highly viscous mucus layer.
The thick mucus that builds up in the lungs makes it harder for oxygen to pass through. It also allows germs to thrive and can lead to serious lung infections. As a result, people with cystic fibrosis are more vulnerable to getting sick by catching germs. Because people with cystic fibrosis are so prone to getting sick, they get repeated respiratory infections. This can cause several respiratory complications such as bronchiectasis, which is an abnormal stretching of the airways caused by mucus blockage and accompanying infections. Other complications include coughing up blood, pneumothorax, collapsed lungs, and respiratory failure. Thanks for